Friends, we are very happy to inform you that e-modules are prepared for B.Ed program at Telangana by the School of Education, Osmania University under Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya National Mission on Teachers and Teaching Scheme MHRD New Delhi. It's indeed our pleasure to share with the teacher educators and the prospective teachers and get maximum benefit out of it. It's a first of its attempt by us. We continue to add many more such lessons to share with you all.
Hello friends, I am Reshma Hassan, working as an assistant professor in Princess Dureshwar College of Education. Now today's topic is illustrations of upper primary, secondary and higher secondary stages. Here we will know what are those objectives or the illustrations, how we have to follow in this concept. Now let us know what are the learning objectives. The learning objectives guide you to take the required actions to bring those changes and help you to make the learning meaningful. Some of the questions like how will you help the students to focus their attention on the expected learning activity? What teaching learning experiences and strategies would you plan to facilitate their learning? And how would you plan learners to construct and reconstruct their knowledge? Learning objectives help you to find the answers of such questions and perform your work systematically. Now the objectives of my lesson today are: after completion of the topic, the learners will be able to define the objectives, they will be able to develop the learning objectives, they will be able to develop skill in writing the learning objectives, and how to illustrate the learning objectives at various stages of school level. Let us know the learning objectives. Learning objectives of the same theme or topic are different at upper primary, secondary and higher secondary stages. So we have to divide them according to the stage where you are going to put the learning objectives. Let us take first the upper primary stage. At the upper primary stage, the learners are encouraged to learn principles of biological science through observation and concrete examples relating to their everyday life experiences. They are engaged in simple activities, models and projects. Here it depends on the teacher to give simple activities according to the level or according to their mental level, and they also should be engaged in making the models and the projects. And group activities can be given to them so that they can develop the skill of cooperation and skill of sharing with the friends and peers, and then they can also be given some activity like discussion with peers and teachers. Some surveys can be given at this stage. Organization of data and their display through exhibition etc. in school should be an important component of pedagogy. So the children should be encouraged to organize the data and then display them in an exhibit manner. These were few of the important learning objectives what we can as teachers can follow at upper primary stage. Next is the secondary stage. In the secondary stage, abstraction and quantitative reasoning come to occupy a more central place than at the upper primary level. Therefore, the learners can be introduced to the abstract. Here the meaning of abstract is nothing but to expose them to the real things. Whatever the things are activities given to them, they should be exposed to the real subjects. And then the abstract concepts of biological sciences by involving them in a systematic experimentation. So at the secondary stage, the students are encouraged to perform many experiments like for zoology or biology, they can do a lot of experiments, dissections and know the different characters in the subjects. So therefore here abstraction and quantitative reasoning come to occupy a more important place. Going to the higher secondary stage. At this stage, emphasis is given on the rigor and depth of science and problem solving by involving them in advanced technological experiences. As the world goes on, it is very important for the children to know what is going on in the technological area. Therefore, emphasis should be given on that things, and more depth of science and problem solving can be included here in the higher secondary stage. Therefore, while writing the learning objectives, the depth, breadth and complexities of the concepts and the suitability of learning experiences have to be considered according to the cognitive level of the learners at different stages of learning. Here, according to the mental level of the students in each class, the activities can be given to them and the objectives should be depending on that. Let us take one topic like wild biodiversity, which can be dealt in different ways at upper primary, secondary and higher secondary stages. The same topic, how it is dealt at different stages. At upper primary stage, if we are taking the first one, the concept of biodiversity is dealt with the help of concrete examples. So, many examples of the biodiversity can be given to them, so that they understand the topic biodiversity very nicely. But at secondary stage, the disciplinary approach just begins to emerge and more rigorous emphasis is given on the explanation part. So, the more you explain them, they will understand it better at the secondary stage, but still the topic is discussed as a part of a composite science. At higher secondary stage, it takes the shape as a discipline of biology. So, here we see the stages are different, and now the part of science which was earlier as a EVS and just as science, biological, the thing have changed to biology now when they are going to higher secondary stage. So, the in-depth study of the topic is required at the higher secondary stage. Let us see how we can write the learning objectives on the topic biodiversity at upper primary stage. The theme is biodiversity. At upper primary stage, the subtopic under this can be discover the lifestyles of the wild diversity. Now, here the students should understand about the lifestyles of the different animals first, and the other objective can be they should be able to differentiate between the spider's web and the bird's nest. They should also be able to list out the materials used by the birds in building the nest. They should be able to write the similarities and differences in the living styles of birds and animals. And the last learning objective here for the upper primary stage can be they can draw the picture of an animal or a bird and color it. By this they are able to have some knowledge of biodiversity at the upper primary stage. Now, let us take the secondary stage. In the secondary stage, the objectives can be to understand the biodiversity and its components. Now, all the components which comes under biodiversity can be dealt with at the secondary stage. They should be able to analyze the information collected through the field observations. Now, they have to be on the fields to collect the information and then gather it and analyze it. Here they should be able to draw the flow diagram of the components present in the field after the observation. They should be able to appreciate the differences among various organisms in the biodiversity. And here when we are talking appreciate, that means whenever they are learning something about the organisms, they have to be on the fields, and when they have to be dealing with the real animals or organisms in the surrounding area. So, whenever they are dealing with that, that means they are appreciating the differences also. Now, here the third objective, learning objective of the secondary stage, they should understand biodiversity, show sympathy towards the things and valuing them. So, as soon as they are able to understand biodiversity, they will start appreciating the organisms present, how they fly, how they move, and what are the different organs involved in their locomotion. Everything when they are dealing with it, they also start valuing them. So, this is the case with the secondary stage. The third stage, which is the higher secondary stage, under the biodiversity, the theme taken is management of the natural resources. Here when we are talking about the natural resources, we are having solar energy, water, coal, soil and fuels present, fossil fuels, many things which are around us and in depth of the earth also. So, here the first objective what they are going to understand our resources like water, forest, wildlife, coal and petroleum need to be utilized in a sustainable manner. That means the first thing what they are going to understand here is they should know the importance of all the natural resources and how to sustain them also, not wasting them and sustaining them. The second learning objective, they should apply the maxim of reduce, reuse, recycle in their lives for reducing the pressure on the environment, and this objective is in need of the day. They should know the importance of the 3 R's which is going to save our environment. Third objective, explain the measures to be taken for management of the forest resources. They should know the different measures which has to be taken for the management of the forest resources. The next is the identify the need to use the natural resources in a judicious way. That means not wasting the natural resources as the fossil fuel called petrol, diesel, these things should not be wasted, they should be used in an appropriate manner. Then only we will be able to save our natural resources for the further generations. They should also be able to suggest ways in order to be environmental friendly in their homes also. Here they can give many ideas to us and how we can save our environment. In their homes only they can apply this. They can also suggest ways in the school to make it environmental friendly. So, at the school, at their homes, they can also direct others and they can also suggest different ways to their elders also, and how it is very important for us to save our environment. So, they learn all those objectives here in the higher secondary stage. To summarize, the learning objectives for upper primary, secondary and higher secondary stages are illustrated here. While writing the learning objectives, the depth, breadth and complexities of the sub-concepts and the suitability of the learning experiences have to be considered according to the cognitive level of the learner at different stages of learning. And in assignment, the 2 questions which I have given, the first one, write the learning objectives on the topic animal behavior. The second one, how would you plan learning objectives for an upper primary stage? These were the assignment work. Coming to some frequently asked questions. The first question, are learning goals the same to the learning objectives? Are they same? No, both are not the same. The learning goal is state standard and in which the unit is built around, whereas the learning objective is how the goal is achieved. The second FAQ, what are the objectives of learning? The learning objectives define learning outcomes and focus on teaching. Third FAQ, what are the different types of learning objectives? The different types of learning objectives are cognitive, psychomotor and affective. Few quiz questions on the topic are, the first one, a statement describing a proposed change in a learner. Is it aim, goal, objective, purpose? So, the correct answer is the objective. It is nothing but a statement describing a proposed change in a learner. Now, the second one, learning through observation and concrete examples relating to their everyday life experiences is emphasized during either it is the upper primary stage, the secondary stage, higher secondary stage or none. The correct answer is upper primary stage. Here the learning through observation and concrete examples relating to the everyday life experiences is given more importance at this stage. The third quiz question is, emphasis is given on problem solving ability during this stage of learning. The first answer upper primary stage, second secondary stage, third higher secondary stage, and the fourth is none. The correct answer is C, higher secondary stage. Hope you understand the lesson. This was end of the session.